Active community involvement. You volunteered anywhere, even in your own church. Just that's community involvement. Involvement with underrepresented group, as we say, African Americans, Hispanic, Native Americans. Those sometimes they need somebody to help. So reach out to those. This is excellent. You're making the society much better. Integration of research and education. Tutor for money or no money, this will be counted for you. Go to high school. Look at this picture. That's what I want to teach you. Look at this picture. Without reading this, what do you see? A student with kids, right? Those kids, so definitely in maybe middle school or this and that. Those kids are all from diversity group, underrepresented group. So these are two in one. So once you actually can put one picture like this would say it all. You see what I mean? So if you volunteer in school, put something about it. If you don't, do it. If you have time, right?
You can't put it in pictures.
Can put any picture?
In the research proposal, I've seen diagrams, but yeah, no photos.
Oh,
No,
maybe
but
so.
I think you can.
Never saw it.
I'm not sure I would.
I'm not sure, but I think you can. If not, put it in writing. I'm not. I wasn't for the picture. For what that is this picture.
Metaphorical picture.
I think you can, but you can double check. Okay, diversity, awareness of research potential societal impact. You do research, you don't know. If you don't know what this research is for or will impact society how, definitely you shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be in their school, actually. Awareness of resources and the programs. Like I'm interested in nano or bio or this in that university. There are 6 programs. I looked at those and now I picked up this one for those reasons. That's awareness. You have to know what you're shooting for. Leadership. Yeah, you guys, whoever will get this scholarship will be a leader in the future. So we have to see. You have new ideas, creative ideas. You created something like this orientation for other people or something. That's a leadership. You did something on your own and you implemented. Genuine and reflective essays. You know, sometimes those essays are really somebody not genuine. So write your own thoughts and don't worry about the English because Dr. McCray and other people can help you with the English. So, but it has to be your genuine thing. Passion, of course. You have to be passionate about this, right? Otherwise, how can you be a leader in the society and so on? Okay, so here's the scores. We're asking about the scores, right? Here's the scores. This is how exactly you get your sheets. Okay, before I do this, any other comments? Are you sure about the photo? So now you make me say, right? I want that to.
Did you read something with photos?
I can't remember. I mean, I saw photos.
I guess I don't remember that it was prohibited.
I don't know personal photos, but maybe pictures of things. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But we can double
I
check.
suspect you're not supposed to put a picture of yourself.
Okay.
But
That's probably forbidden.
that's probably forbidden.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that makes sense.
But
not-
maybe of other folks or people.
I don't know, but we can talk about that.
I heard one, I remember one, I do remember this, one person said on the broader impact area, every diverse group needs a white guy, and I'm your man.
Wow,
And,
that's amazing. What did you do? Yes.
Well, that's a sense of humor, but he didn't get very good score.
No. Okay.
When I write this passion, I think, is very, very important. If the reader can guess that there is passion in the proposal, this goes a long way with many reviewers. But it has to be written in a very subtle way. So all these things that are listed here, you cannot or should not write, my broader impact component kicks ass because I have this. This is the best that you will ever see. It's not self-promotion must be done at some level, but it must be subtle. So if you don't know how to be subtle when you write these things, learn how to be subtle because it's a very valuable skill. And so all these things that are written here are something that the reviewer must learn from your proposal, but in a sort of indirect way. You are not supposed to tell the reviewer what to think, ever, because this will unnerve and annoy the reviewer, and you don't want to annoy them. So I don't know if this was also your proposal, your impression.
Yes. So Matt.
I think I would agree with that. Again, in your personal statement is where you address this, and usually again starts up about what drew you to the field, and then you just say, and I know it's important to give back, and these are some of the things I've done already, and these are the things I'm going to do. But yeah, you wouldn't want to say, and that's my broader impact. I think, yeah, if you go too far away to just say, okay, here's the section of broader impact, it should just be clear that that's what you're talking about. But yeah, tutoring, that's usually considered on the low end, especially if you're getting paid. In my panel, that was one of the things that, you know, if the person's getting paid, that's not quite the same as someone who's doing it as a volunteer basis. But again, every panelist
Remember, everything has a score, right? It's not one thing, 0 or 50. You will see the score now. Here is the score. It's not 1 or 50. Here is the score. Can you see? We have 2 boxes. One for the intellectual merit, the first criteria. So it started with excellent, very good, good, fair, and poor, right? And the other one, broader impacts, again. Box here. This box is for us to write comments about, you know, the strong one, the weak ones, and so on. And the other broader impacts, can you see excellent, very good, and very poor? The total is 50. We put the overall score here.
Yeah,
So
yeah, actually, so this is actually in our panel. What most people do is we'll grade each one at sort of 50, and then sort of average them. But you just get one score. And I don't know about in your panel, but in our panel they specifically said, though I do a 50-50. I'll just imagine you get up to 50 on each one and take the average. But they said, because they didn't want to tell people what to do, because some people say, oh, broader impact shouldn't count. There's always a panelist that'll be on your side if that's, you know, your strength. But they say it's up to you to weigh it any way you want. We're not going to tell you how. But in previous years, they told us it should be 50-50. I don't know what your panel decided.
Yeah, in previous years they said 50-50. I myself do 50-50, no matter what. But this year they said, the panel chair said, I like you to do 50-50, but I can't, you know, force you. They said, no, you can't force us, the rest of the panel. So she asked it, what do you think? They said 60-40. So that's the best you can get. 60 here, 40 here, from some. And some 50-50 like me and the man. I don't know about Lucas and
It was left to the panelists, but it went so far as 70-30 maybe,
So-
or even more biased for some people.
for some people, but the majority, I can assure you the majority will be, you know, more or less equally important.
Just to give you a rough idea, we had 27 panelists. And your proposal is going to be read, if you're lucky, by 3 people. You get 2 reads guaranteed. And if your 2 reads aren't that good, you don't get a 3rd read. The top third basically get a 3rd read. But that's still 3 people out of 27. And so we always say lots of good people won't get the award. I don't think anybody gets the award who doesn't deserve it. But lots of people don't get the award who do deserve it. But there's a lot of luck and randomness in every process. You know, we write proposals. We can go on and on about our heartbreak stories of, oh, I got that one panelist who clearly didn't like anything and so on. But just keep that in mind. So, you know, there's a lot of things out of your control. But you might get a 70-30 person in your favor or against you. Maybe you do better with a 50-50 person. You can't control that.
Yeah.
But the score that goes forward is not the score I wrote down. It's my Z-score, which is a score that's been run through some kind of statistical filter and biased against the average overall score and my standard deviation. So only the people on the math column, maybe somebody in here, understand it. But
Come see us on the side if you want to know more about that.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
Good idea.
So, you know, in life, you need some luck somehow, but don't apply for discounting on the luck, right? If you do your best here, in the intellectual merits, your best here, like you really shoot for 50-50, remember, those are very competitive, so we're looking for excellent in everything. So it will be guaranteed that you get it. Okay, so now that we talk about each one of those requirements, a personal statement, everything is 2 pages. Personal statement, previous research, 2 pages. So in the personal, personal statement, personally, what excited you to think about research? Something happened to you, right? Something fascinated you about research area, some research area that you're thinking about it, reading more about it. Of course, those REUs are very good examples. Example